Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone above, below, or in between, and welcome to Stuff I Hate Covering. And I really hate covering this stuff, folks. I really do. It's not fun for anyone, particularly the folks that are going through stuff like this. But I have to cover it. I have to cover it. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Yeah. And this is how hard getting information on this is. Can someone please tell me what the population of China has to do with child support case increase rate and all that other shit? Yeah, I thought so. And this one, I don't know how to read it. It's just one of the only two charts that I could find. And all the searches that I do, I only found this chart, found that chart. The rest all unrelated. You got crime statistics, you got child labor statistics, you got child abuse statistics, you got all these other statistics, but you can't get anything on the increase of child support cases and things like that. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? In this chart, I don't even know how to read it. So anyway, we're going to be doing an episode about the business that is of destroying pretty much men, just for women to have some sort of income of any sort, in any flavor, in any kind, that's for no skills whatsoever. This one happens to be on child support. Now, there's a reason why I showed all those divorce charts previously, and that's pretty much run about. There was a skyrocket in divorce cases, and apparently there was a bunch of alimony involved, as in the guy gives away paychecks for the rest of his days. And I'm not too big a fan of that. Thankfully, they changed the laws, but that wasn't until the 1990s, or at least maybe the late 80s. But I mean, as far as the timeline is concerned, folks, yeah, it wasn't soon enough. Let's just put it that way. And the divorce rate still hasn't dropped. And the child support checks, well, they ballooned up. They got increased. So these had to figure out a way to make up the difference somehow, right? All right, this is the results of feminism, and essentially the results of a town run by leftists. And you're going to have a shit ton of crime. You're going to have a shit ton of single mamas. And you're going to have men pretty much just destroyed. They go through life just burning man after man after man. I mean, it's gotten to the point to where right now men can be falsely accused of crimes and suffer greatly, even if they're cleared. Even if they're cleared of all charges, they can still suffer losing their job, losing their reputation, losing their life. And women get away scot-free. Women get away scot-fucking-free. And a lot of that has to do with the leftist agenda. I hate to break it to everybody, but I mean, politics does play a role in this. Politics plays a role in this. Because if they don't get those child support checks from a guy that's actually working, they're going to get those child support checks from the government. From government assistance. They're going to get that from there, and plus they're going to get Section 8 housing, etc., etc., etc. I'm not going to go too deep into it, folks, but I mean, pretty much you're seeing a system that's there to carry women, specifically women, from the ground up. And the family unit's gone. All your honest businesses gone, because anybody that does business honestly, they're most likely going to be voting conservatively, so they drive them out of town. They pass laws against them. They try to shut them down. A good example of that would be the Healthcare Act, because that pretty much just shuts down anybody of lower business. And I'm not going to get into it for all the folks that saying, oh, if you only make a certain amount, you don't have to do that. I don't care. That means that you can't take your business from the ground and go all the way up as far as, let's say, Donald Trump or whatever. Even he knows some of the bullshit that's going on in divorce courts. Guys like Donald Trump, guys like Paul McCartney, even guys like Robin Williams before he passed on, and Burt Reynolds and things like that. But there's been an epidemic of certain businesses that keep getting shut down when they're trying to do things the honest way. You know, things like Tucker Cars, things like the Brin 10 pistol or the Pancor shotgun. You know, yes, I know 2 out of 3 of those are guns, but you know, those are the first couple of cases that come to mind. Anybody that tries to do their business legitly seems to be, there seems to be another party or system at work running against them, so that they shut down that system so that nobody else can repeat the same performance. You know, if you have a bucket idea, you know, the American dream, and I can't address all those. I don't have the stats and the charts, and I don't have the eloquence to address that. But I mean, a popular subject that keeps coming up is how feminism has influenced the destruction of the family unit. And right now we're seeing a lot of results of that. Half that's due to feminism, and the other half is due to war, because let's face it, you know, it took 10 years to find Bin Laden, or almost 10 years to find Bin Laden, folks. So when all the boys are off fighting, a good fight and doing what they're supposed to be doing, well, it looks like the left went to work with all the women and children that were left in town, and they've been raising them to be leftists, and they've been voting leftists. It's all listen and believe. It's all rhetoric and bullshit. It's almost like a religion now. And thankfully they're starting to wake up. Thankfully they're starting to wake up after 2 terms of Obama. They're waking up. Yet still there's a pretty strong contingent, there's a pretty strong element there that still wants to put Hillary in the White House. For whatever reasons, we don't know. She already stepped down from the lower office due to health issues, and she already was deemed incompetent by the FBI and was given a pass, whereas they crucified other men that broke the same laws. They crucified those guys, but Miss Clinton, and this is leaving all the other crimes off the table, like the Benghazi shit. People are dead because of that nonsense. But no, we're going to give all that a pass. We're going to give her the keys to the country, the keys to the arsenal, the keys to the atom bomb, the whole 9. All that for what? You know, there's no other explanation that comes to my mind other than straight up feminism and hatred of America. To be honest, this goes beyond leftism. I already did a video previously where I was talking about these people. They don't care how much it hurts them. They just want to do anything to hurt their enemy. And all that for what? All this bullshit for what? Free handouts? How dare somebody make you work? Are you out of your mind? You got your free handouts. They're right there. I could put up charts of all the male suicides. I could put up charts of all the men that are homeless. Fuck, 30% of them are military. I could put up charts on that. These guys are 10 times more skilled than anybody else. What are they doing homeless? And if you're gonna tell me it's PTSD, pull. I'm sorry, man. These people, they're ready to. They've been ready, and they've fought the enemy. They're organized enough to defend this country, but supposedly they're not organized enough to work a 9 to 5. Bullshit. And if it's all PTSD, let's be straight up. You're gonna tell me one pill is gonna fix all that? Wrong answer. Back in high school, folks, back in the 1990s, I actually talked a kid out of doing something stupid, and that was when he got his girlfriend pregnant, and he went up to her after a day of finding out and said, "You know what? If you want to have an abortion, I'll hook you up. If you want to have a baby and marry me, that'd be great. If you want to have a baby and not marry me, that's fine. I want to be a part of this, whatever your decision is." And she told him straight up, "You're gonna go to court. You're gonna pay for the rest of your life. You're gonna be making payments, and you'll never see this kid." And out of all the doors that he had to knock on mine. I had to give him some advice. I told him, you're going to go into the military, you're going to talk to your parents, they're going to hook you up. You're not going to like it. Matter of fact, you're going to lead out with, I'm going into the service, but I got this one lingering issue. And sure enough, he went to his parents and everything worked out for the best. As I told him. Everything that I said happened. Matter of fact, it would happen better than I thought. His parents decided, oh, we're going to give you the house. I was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? So kudos to that. But I'm telling you folks, when you put leftists in charge, they just destroy everything. Somebody had to put the idea in those ladies' heads back in the 90s to get pregnant early. Just burn a man down, just destroy a man. All that just to get started in life. As young as a teenager? Are you kidding me? Mamas don't talk that way to their kids. Mamas don't put those ideas in their kids' heads back in those days. I don't care where you're from. I mean, that to me is just, if they do, that's fucking cold blood and evil. But I you know, not in my town. Not in my town. So I knew exactly what was going on. Let me tell you, that was a different adventure altogether. I'm not going to get too far into it. But you put a leftist in charge, and I already saw some bullshit criminal behavior, and I already saw how it fucked up my town. Now let's fast forward to today and look at Chicago. Murder rate, and a body count bigger than both our occupations, both Gulf Wars, both the United States Gulf Wars. And it's getting worse and worse. All those kids, single parents. Damn near all those kids, single parents. And all the jobs chased off. Chances of a better education? Yeah, good luck trying to get a Pell Grant in there. Probably tie you up with the paperwork, just the same as they're doing in California, which is one of the reasons I'm getting out. I have alternate means of getting my credentials. I'm utilizing them right now. I'll be out of this fucking state soon enough. My advice to everybody: get your crap together. Push to change the laws, man, because we don't need any more laws against men. We really don't. I'm not here to be a part of the MRA or the MGTOW fools. I don't associate with those guys. But you gotta be straight up, man. This country's favoring one person and one person only, and I guarantee you, it sure as hell ain't men. It's gotta be for, you know, it's gotta be a country that takes care of all of its own. All right. If you that doubts me, well, look at all the refugees they're importing. Look at all the illegal immigrants that are coming over. They don't care about you. They're bringing in their new voter stock, and they don't care about what crimes they break. They'll pass laws against you for protecting yourself. Alright? So anyway, this is going to be the Fox Gibson. It's going to be real short. I love my country. I love my people. And I got to look out. And I couldn't go another day without doing an episode like this. So whatever your projects, good luck on that. I'm going to go offline for a bit. Got some studying to do. Peace out.